Let's freaking go! Sri Lanka manages to beat India by 6 wickets. Who expected this to happen, guys? Let's celebrate with some papare music, guys. Right now, I'm just enjoying the life over here. It's a big, big, big victory for Sri Lanka today, and I really don't know what to say, but this is a massive, massive victory for Sri Lanka. They managed to beat India. They managed to beat India by 6 wickets. Let's freaking go, guys. Let's stop celebrating, guys. We have a lot to analyze. Just wanted to do a big gig over there. Huge victory, guys. Huge victory. Sri Lanka managed to beat India by 6 wickets. What a big, big win for Sri Lanka today. It's absolutely stunning victory. Who expected Sri Lanka to win? මම නම් ගොඩක් අතුතුයි අද දවස නම් සුපිරි මම දන්නේවත් නෑ කොහමද ශ්‍රී ලංකා දින්නේ මේ මැච් එක කොහොම හරි මට තේරෙන්නෙත් නෑ හැබැයි ශ්‍රී ලංකා හොඳටම සෙල්ලම් කරාද I mean super victory for Sri Lanka no wonder I mean they are almost through to the Asia Cup final there is no doubt about it but Sri Lanka are almost through to the Asia Cup finals right now Cricket Fantasy says, Pawan, it's actually Kusal, Mendis, and Dilshan Madushanka in the banner. Yeah, I mean, Dasun Shanaka also full credits for him, but I think it's mainly Kusal Mendis and Dilshan Madushanka actually who actually won the match. But I think it's just a brilliant victory. Just a brilliant victory. And Mikil here says, Bros playing the classic Papare song. Yeah, I know the others the team effort actually contributed මං හිතන්නේ අනිත් කට්ටියත් ගොඩක් contribute කරා හැබැයි මම හිතන්නේ mainly මං හිතන්නේ කුසල් මෙන්ඩිස් දසුන් ශානක දිල්ෂාන් මදුශංක death bowling නම් brilliant අද මං හිතන්නේ ඉතින් මේක නම් විශිෂ්ට ජයක් ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම මට හිතන්නේ මේ වගේ performance එකක් කරොත් ඉතින් අපිට මේ ආසියා කුසලාන දිනන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදක් නෑ මේක දිනන්න පුළුවන් කොහොම හරි අපිට ඉතින් හොඳට මේ වගේ වික්ටරි එකක් කවුද හිතුවේ අපි ෆස්ට් මැච් එකේ ඇෆ්ගනිස්තාන් ගැව්වම අපි 10 wickets I mean we were humiliated against Afghanistan all the Indian fans the Pakistan fans they knew to troll us they knew to troll everyone when Sri Lanka lost but we were still there from match 1 when people were there they were trolling when Sri Lanka lost to Afghanistan 105 all out Sri Lanka will never come back but see we won 3 consecutive chases in a row we defeated the mighty Indians. Who expected that to happen today? But Sri Lanka managed to do it today. Cricket Fantastic here says if Pakistan win tomorrow, we can try a new team against Pakistan on the night. Yeah, surely. I mean, if we are qualified to the finals, bring in Dhananjay De Silva. We don't have to worry anymore. This is just a fantastic victory for Sri Lanka today. Absolutely brilliant victory. And let's go to the analysis. So, India කණ්ඩායම මම හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ 173 විකට් 8ක් ගැව්වා. ඉතින් I mean a brilliant start by the way from Sri Lanka. I think Teekshana got KL Rahul out. A lot of people were criticizing of this decision of I think KL Rahul's controversy surrounding the wicket. I think a lot of people were saying that was not out, poor umpiring. Well, maybe I think, but it's hitting bat first. I mean, it's hitting pad first. I mean, how come that is very that's poor umpiring? I mean, I understand the Indians were a bit frustrated. He came a bit forward. KL Rahul. I mean, he was coming off stump and a lot of outside leg, and people were saying that was actually not out, but. I mean, when you check the review, actually, people they started to see that this is actually eating wickets. So this is actually out. So yeah, a lot of people here say Rikil here say a lot of comments coming in. Bro, those same fans were trying to troll Australia when they lost to Zimbabwe. Lol. Yeah, that is very true. Cricket Fantastic here says from an 8 wicket victory with 59 balls remaining against Afghanistan to beating India. Just wow. Sorry guys, I couldn't do a live watch along. I would have got plenty of views, but with the exam and with everything, I mean, I'm having my semester exams also in 2 weeks. With everything aside, I came to do this review at least because this is a humongous victory for Sri Lanka, like a very, very big statement from Sri Lanka today with what they did to India today. So it's a tremendous victory. Learning videos by Nikhil says, you think Matisha can come back for the Pakistan game? Maybe if they are going to the finals, if they are confirmed to go to the finals, then why not trying in Matisha, trying in Daniel Silva, give a chance to the team, give a chance to the others who haven't played in the playing 11 for Sri Lanka, I would say. ඉතින් මං හිතන්නේ හොඳ ස්ටාර්ට් එකක් ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම තීක්ෂණ හොඳට බෝල් කරා අර ඉන් ස්විං එක හොඳටම පන්දු යවුවා යාත් කේල් රාහුල්ව ඩිස්මිස් කරන්න then විරාට් කෝලි what a beauty by Lahiru Madushanka Dilshan Madushanka. What a beauty to dismiss, beauty of a delivery to dismiss Virat Kohli. I mean, he deserved man of the match for me today, Lahiru Madushanka. And the way that he dismissed Virat Kohli, man, for a duck, I think a gold, for 4-ball duck. That was just beauty to dismiss Virat Kohli today. And I think back of a foot also played by Virat Kohli. He actually, I don't know why Virat Kohli, I don't know what's wrong with him, by the way, with his footwork. Basically, I don't understand at all what has happened to his footwork, Virat Kohli. He was completely stunned by how how Lahiru Madushanka bowled that outswinger towards Virat Kohli, and he got out for a duck. So that was just a brilliant delivery from Lahiru Madushanka, Dilshan Madushanka. Hats off to Dilshan Madushanka for bowling that delivery. I think throughout the match, I think Dilshan Madushanka bowled brilliantly today. So no wonder. To be honest, we won this game because of Asita Fernando. If he hadn't done what he did to Bangladesh, we would have gone home humiliated. Very true. Asita Fernando, I mean, full credits for you as well. I mean, put your heart out and somehow managed to do it for the team. Yeah, I think a brilliant partnership by the way from Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav. මම හිතන්නේ ඒක massive partnership එකක්. අපි බලමු statistics බලලා මම හිතන්නේ ඒක හොඳටම huge partnership එකක් මම හිතනවා Rohit Sharma උයි 97 run partnership. මේ බලන්නකෝ ඔක්කොම අනිත් අය ඒවා partnerships not even single digit except for Pandya and Pant. හැබැයි 97 partnership එක තමයි ඉන්දියාට 170ක් වත් ගැව්වේ. I mean, if not for this partnership, do you think India would have put 170 on the board against Sri Lanka? So that's what I'm saying. Outstanding start from Sri Lanka. First over itself, Dasun Shanaka gave Mahish Tikshana the ball, and then Dilshan Madushanka bowled brilliantly. A bit disappointed with Banidhu Hasaranga again. I think Banidhu Hasaranga, I didn't expect him to perform this badly today. Cricket fantastic here says. The shot Virat was played was as bad as a 10-year-old. Just swinging his bat across the line, it looked like ugly. Yes, very true. I agree with you completely. I think that was just a ridiculous shot selection from Virat Kohli. That's it. I think that's it. But yeah, I mean, full credit. I mean, Rohit Sharma played outstanding, and we know the records that he has against Sri Lanka. 72 of 41. Yeah, හොඳටම bat කරා mostly ආගේ runs එක offside එකේ තියෙන්නේ 5 fours, 4 sixes. සුපිරියට ගැව්වා මං හිතන්නේ 76% control මං හිතන්නේ එයා හොඳටම time කළා හොඳටම target කරා bowlersලා මං හිතන්නේ එයා හොඳටම innings එකක් ගැව්වා but the breakthrough of Rohit Sharma 110 for the loss of 3 wickets if I'm not mistaken. He got dismissed in the 4th or 15th over if I'm not mistaken, third over by Chamika versus B. I think this wicket is the huge wicket of the game was Rohit Sharma's dismissal. For sure. Because if Rohit Sharma didn't get out, I think India would have posted 190 on the board. But Rohit Sharma's dismissal at 110 slowed down the innings for India. And that's why they managed to get 170 only. But that's thanks to obviously good bowling from Chamika Karunaratne. He steps up in the most crucial games and standout performance from Chamika Karunaratne today. And what a surprise to see Dasun Shanaka backing himself and bowling 2 overs. This is what I want to see in the 2020 World Cup from Dasun Shanaka. මටත් ඕන කොහොම හරි දසුන් ශානක කොහොම හරි පන්දු දෙකක් හරි තුනක් හරි ඕවර්ස් බෝල් කරන්න කොහොම හරි එයාට පුළුවන් බැට් කරන්න බෝල් කරන්න එයාට පුළුවන් එයා all round element කෙනෙක් එයා කැප් නායක වුණාට එයා බැට් කරන්න ඕන කොහොම හරි එයාවත් කොහොම හරි කොන්ෆිඩන්ස් එක වැඩි කරන්න. ඉතින් එයාත් පන්දු යවන්න ඕන. අපි දන්නවා දසුන් ශානක කොහොමද ඩොමෙස්ටික් පර්ෆෝමන්ස් කරන්න කියලා ශ්‍රී ලංකාවට. ඉතින් මං හිතන්නේ දසුන් ශානකත් පන්දු යවන්න ඕන මේ හයක් especially when Chamira comes back to this team. I'm telling you, the Sri Lankan bowling lineup is going to be great. It's going to be great. And Binura Fernando, I don't think won't even have a place with how Dilshan Madushanka has been performing. It's just been brilliant from Dilshan Madushanka. And we have Paji here joining us. How are you, Paji?
Congratulations, Pavan.
Yeah, it's a brilliant victory at the end. Yeah, I can't believe it. Can't believe this victory from Sri Lanka, because I mean, we didn't expect this kind of performance, especially after the first match against Afghanistan. I think we got humiliated well, and the way that we've responded with three successive chases has been just incredible from Sri Lanka.
Yes, it's the Dubai effect factor, isn't it? And UAE, any place the UAE is chasing is just what you got to do. You got to win the toss and chase. And Sri Lanka did it brilliantly because they did a very. I felt this match and this chase was exactly like when Pakistan beat India in the T20. It was
Yeah,
exactly like that. It was just really, really, very controlled. And right at the end, they knew that Bhuvi was going to bowl the 19th over and he was going to mess up. So I
yeah.
think that's where
But
the
I
game
think
was. Well,
hats off to Arshdeep Singh though. Hats off, because if not for that 2 runs, I mean, at the end, I mean, Arshdeep Singh bowled just a brilliant over in the final delivery. I thought he could have bowled the one before over perhaps, and perhaps put Sri Lanka under pressure. I
yeah,
think he
very poor
thought that,
captaincy by Rohit. It has to be said. Very, very poor captaincy. The 19th over in T20 cricket is the biggest.
yeah, and they gave
Bhuvaneshwar
it to
failed
Bhuvi.
to defend, 26. He got hit
Yeah.
for 19 in against Pakistan, and today he got hit for 14.
Hmm.
And that just left with Arshdeep with nothing to do in the last over. And he bowled absolutely what the death bowling should have been. In the last game, he bowled what he should have been doing at the death. He's very calm, he's very controlled. But again, yes, the noise from the obviously the social media was all about Arshdeep dropping the catch. But
Hmm.
India actually lost the match in the 19th. And that's
Agree.
why I'm disappointed with Rohit, because Rohit should have realized that, and bowled Arshdeep the 9th. Because he
Yeah.
only gave 9 the other over. So another 9 in off 22 meant that
Yeah.
13 off the last over. You still expect someone like Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to do that.
I agree with you. Yeah. Even Cricket Fantastic here says, yeah, I absolutely agree. I personally hate UAE as a host. Surely a toss can't be that impactful in the outcome of a match. Sri Lankans won't mind. We won't mind it at all. But just the World Cup being in Australia doesn't help. Yeah, I cannot agree with you that more, because I think there's a slight due also in the second innings, because I think even the in the post match also they said there was a bit of due, and that perhaps could affect the game, and the conditions also don't suit. I mean, for
Yeah, but
preparation for
not
the
really. I think
Cup.
India were at least 10 runs short. They should have got at least 183, 184. If you're batting first in Dubai, the due
Yeah,
is going to be there. But it just rags me that firstly Rohit should have. He didn't need to play that shot when he got out. Yes, he was attacking and that was fine, but there was just
true.
no death batting today. And your death batsmen have to really score at least 50 or 60 runs, in combinations, and that just
Yeah.
didn't happen today. So I think India have got a lot to learn. Whether they bring Sanju in, personally, I would bring Sanju in,
Mm.
and they get more flexibility in your batting, and obviously you've got the wicket keeping there, or
Yeah.
DK. But I
Mm.
think it's time for Rishabh to go. I know you're a DC fan, but
Yeah.
he just
Yeah. I
has
think,
not done
yeah,
it in T20 cricket.
I think Huda's position is also very weird, because I wouldn't bat him at number 7. I would rather bat him at number 3. But I know Virat Kohli has been performing well in the Asia Cup, so I won't complain. But Huda batting at 7 is another mystery for me, because he's been also struggling as well, along with Pant, to perform.
Yeah, yeah. As I said, we've seen in the IPL for Lucknow that the third position is really good for Huda. So if
Huda.
Huda
Yeah.
doesn't bat in the third position, then you can't
He
do it.
shouldn't be in the team.
And then you've got Akshar Patel. So obviously a
Mm.
left-handed batsman batting at number 7. You don't play him at all. You play a batsman who should be batting at 3. You're playing at 7. So I think it's very, 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 very high mistakes India have made in this Asia Cup, and it's better that they make it here than in the World Cup in Australia, because I think Australia with Bumrah and Ashdeep at the end, I think the one good thing about this, they know Ashdeep is the death bowler for Bumrah, and you
Mm.
put those two
True.
at the end of the game, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I completely agree. And it's a bit of a worry, though, the third fast bowler, though, for India after Arshdeep and Bumrah, because I think both of them are in terrific form. but especially the spin bowling. We'll come to that. But first of all, let's talk about the Sri Lankan bowling, because I mean this was a very inexperienced attack, especially the fast bowlers. And I know Asita didn't do well today, but Dilshan Madushanka is a huge find for Sri Lanka. And as we said in the first game, to play him, and I think huge credit to Chris Silverwood for backing him and playing him for so many matches, because today I think he bowls sensationally well, getting Virat Kohli out and the two out of form players out, but still I think he bowled brilliantly today.
Yeah, as I said, it's one of those things where the bowlers had bowled well. They took the wickets at the right time, which is the
Yeah,
big thing. Like Rohit was all set for a century today. We
yeah,
thought, yeah, another
agree.
5 balls, it'll be in the
He was
90s,
calming,
and
full
it's
credit
going
for
to be a
calming
century
the
there. But they took the wicket, and then coming in and batting, it was hard. And we knew today. I said in my preview show with Aryan that Rajapaksa will be the big wicket today, because I think
line.
the way he absolutely slaughtered Ashwin and Chahal with the 2 sixes, I think
Mm,
that's where the game was starting to change. And obviously the six from Hardik, that was where the 3 sixes take those 18 runs off. If there were fours, India would probably win that game.
mm.
So hats off to Punjab Kings super King Rajapaksa as well.
Yeah, I think Banuk has come with a different element, because in the last in the 2020 World Cup, he actually didn't. He struggled a bit when it comes to batting as a finisher, and he didn't know his position very well. But I think he's come as a different prospect for Sri Lanka after playing in the IPL, and this is what IPL benefits overseas players, especially. And this is actually helping Sri Lanka, especially with Banuka's
Yeah, yeah. And I say, I think the
emergence.
confidence in Barnaker now, obviously, he's played those big matches with Punjab. And Punjab trusted him to bat the third and fourth position. They put him in,
Yeah.
they put a lot of faith in. And I think from that faith, the confidence has come. And I think, he's a very dangerous batsman. And, when he connects with the ball, as I say, the ball's in the air, and these were long boundaries, you knew he was going for six.
Yeah, Sportbit said thoughts on Asalanka's bad day, Paji. I think he's in bad form. I think they should bring in DDS for the next match, because I'm sorry to say, I know he's the vice captain of the team, but I don't know what's happening with vice captains. It's like a curse. When Dhananjay De Silva was vice captain, he didn't perform in the 2020 team. When Asalanka is the vice captain, he's not performing. So it's a big concern with his form, and I think they should go back with DDS. Seeing how he's doing in domestic cricket also, I just feel they should give a chance for Dhananjay De Silva, because his 2 overs could be also crucial for the team, especially his off spin will really, really help the Sri Lankan team more than Sri Lanka now.
Yeah, I think with Sri Lanka, as I said, I think the Asia Cup is a warm-up tournament for the World Cup, and I think you should keep faith for him, because I think he does have enough pedigree to come good at the end. So I think rather than chop and change the team, trying to get him into some kind of form, it is detrimental as well. But I say the vice captain on the pitch, that is a specific role. And again, will they lose out of that by not having him in the team? I think that's the big thing. I think maybe Silverwood trusts him in that sense, and that's why they're persisting with him, hoping that he can get himself informed whilst playing the games. But again,
Mm.
as I said, one thing is you win the toss, the chances are you'll win the match in Dubai. So I think if Sri Lanka,
Agree.
you just pray for the toss. And I think Sri
Yeah.
Lanka now you could see them being a serious challenge, because I think their batting is very, very calm, and I think
Mm.
that type of batting where
I think it is.
they never really got the chase out of hand. I know
Agree.
Ashwin and Chahal brought it back, but they were never under 12 and over for the whole of the
Mm.
20 overs, and I think that's where the credit is for the batting. It was very, very good. And Shanaka and Rajapaksa, in that 4 and 5 position, I think is a very, very good fit as well.
Yeah, cricket franchise ask why is Huda in the team instead of DK? If he doesn't bowl, Huda is nowhere better finisher than DK. Yeah, I don't understand. For the past
Yeah,
two
because he
games, they
apparently
haven't
he can
given Huda
bowl.
even an over.
He can bowl, but they never bowled him. It's a
That's
bit
the
like
thing.
Liam
It's
Livingston
so
when he
different.
played for Rajasthan Royals. They never bowled him, and I
Mm.
think that's the kind of captaincy decisions are made on that. So whether it's the selectors or whether it's the captain, being able to pay. If one of your bowlers is very expensive during the 20 overs, it is worth taking a risk with a bowler that can bowl and has bowled in the IPL, or at that level. So I think they could have bowled again. It would just give them a lot more flexibility at the end. And today, I think Arshdeep was more expensive, but the last 2 overs, I think it was
Yes.
9, and it was 7. So
Yeah.
16 off the last 2 overs in a tight match is just unbelievable. So, and
Yeah, he's
whereas
been outstanding.
our friend Bhuvaneshwar
There's no
was really good at
question.
the front, but he just so expensive at the end, and I think that was the big issue.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I think most of these, I
Okay,
think Sri
Prophet, I have to
Lankans will be.
dash. My nephew is here to play cricket, but thanks for
Oh,
letting me
no
join
worries.
you, and congratulations. I say you got plenty of hope for Sri Lanka cricket now.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Paji, for joining. Yeah, it's great to
Take
having
care,
you.
buddy.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right,
Yeah.
buddy. Take care.
Take care, Paji. Bye. Thank you so much, Paji. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much, Paji, for joining. Let's head back. I think a superb opening partnership by Pathum Nisanka and Kusal Mendis. මම හිතන්නේ විශිෂ්ට පාර්ට්නර්ෂිප් එකක් මං හිතන්නේ 97ක් ඒ පාර්ට්නර්ෂිප් එක මං හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ හොඳටම ගැව්වා both Nisanka and Kusal Mendis. Visishta partnership. I mean, no doubts. I think a lot of these Sri Lankan players will be eyed in the IPL next year, especially Kusal Mendis, Pathum Nisanka, Dasun Shanaka. I'm telling you, Dasun Shanaka has to be signed in IPL team. No doubt, he should be. With the way that he's been performing this year, 360 runs. I mean, Delhi Capitals, you got him for Dubai Capitals right now. If you perform, no need even to perform. I mean, just get him up to the IPL next year itself. Just get him to the IPL. I mean, he will be a big addition to this Delhi Capitals team. Just drop this Tim Seifert or whoever and get Dasun Shanaka in. That's what I would say right now. But we have Ritham joining in. Ritham, your thoughts on this match? We've come to the bowling part, but especially big worry, I think, for especially Ashwin. I mean, Ashwin did work. Ashwin and Chahal brought the team back, but I think you guys are missing Bumrah badly in this team.
First of all, congrats to you and also all the Sri Lankans out there for winning this game. And I hope that
Yeah.
Sri Lanka will reach the finals to face Pakistan. And yeah, talking about the bowling department, obviously what you said is right. We are already lacking what about Bumrah, and unfortunately Bhuvaneshwar Kumar before the last over, that over is unfortunately gone expensive for him in both of the matches, in against Pakistan as well, against now Sri Lanka as well. So basically, who is bowling at the death bowling
Hmm.
is really being considered a worry for India. And to be honest, Arshadip Singh, we know his potential. If, as his mother has also said beforehand, that if there would be more than 12, 13 runs, Arshadip would have defended it. And it's actually true.
Yes.
We can see how Arshadip is being influenced. We know he's delivering great Yorkers out there at the last over today. We also see. So basically,
Yeah.
Arshadip is a good option at the death. And other
Yeah, but
other
I think
option
his
I will
power
say,
play bowling is a bit poor though. His power play bowling from
power
overs
play.
1 to 6, I think, is a bit
Yeah,
poor.
yeah,
I think he should bowl at least 3 overs in the death. I think 16th, 18th, 20th
yeah,
perhaps, and just give him 1 over in the first 6 perhaps, and keep him for the death only. I
yeah.
would feel with Bumrah.
And and Bhuvi should actually do in the power play. Bhuvi should do his
Hmm.
maximum overs in the power play. He's getting smashed
Yes.
in the death overs that I
Hmm.
can see. To
Yeah,
be
I
honest,
think Hardik also
and
did
right
well.
now,
I
huh?
think I think Hardik also did
Hardly,
well.
yeah, yeah,
Power play was a bit poor. Death bowling, I think, was quite okay from him. He did bring a team back. Unfortunately, that six obviously costed, but from Shanaka. But I think he was a bowled not bad today.
mm. To be honest, Shanaka should be given a round of applause today. Batting,
Mm.
bowling, everything. We have also heard his finishing from just from the Australia match, and today again, under pressure, he took his team to a victory. A great
Mm.
captain, a great all-rounder the Sri Lanka team has got.
You know who won the match for Sri Lanka? Shanaka didn't win it with his bat. He won it with his mind. I don't know if
Agree.
many people
Agree.
identified that moment. The first movies wide was because he stepped across the crease,
Mm.
and he thought he will
I
do that. That's okay. But the next ball, he kept expecting maybe he kept expecting him to hop across the crease, but he didn't. And he somehow, I don't know. Even if you want to persist with the line outside off stump, you got to have a third man. Very confusing.
yeah.
If normal people like us can see the glaring mistake, then from an international team playing at an international level, that's the cause
Mm.
of concern. You don't look at
Yeah.
7.5. You look at 2 of 21.
Yeah, I know.
You would fancy
Yeah, we
India to
know.
win.
I think Bowie tried to bowl those. He tried to bowl those wide yorkers, but it actually didn't work for him. I think trying to see a tactic and then bowling. I mean, continuously knowing it's a wide and he's trying to under pressure. He's trying to bowl those wide yorkers. I really don't get it. He could have just bowled it towards the stump actually and made the I mean
Pawan,
Shanaka struggle and especially
what did Arshdeep Singh do? in the last over. Did he bowl any wide Yorker? I didn't see any.
That's what. Yeah, I mean, Arshdeep bowled brilliantly. I think Arshdeep should have bowled the 19th and just put Sri Lanka under pressure. That's what should have been done. And then Bhuvi would have bowled the last over. I think Rohit got a bit wrong in that. I think because I think if Arshdeep bowled that 19th over, I think it would have gone about 4 or 5 runs to be max because
You
he
know
bowled
what's
too
ironic?
early.
Ajay Jadeja always says ki scoreboard doesn't tell the story. Look at that. You would say Arshdeep Singh is the culprit, 10.43, but no,
Yeah,
that's not the case. That's not.
agree.
But
Yeah,
credit to Sri Lanka, and I might be predicting too soon, but they're hitting the peak just at the right time. Only worry, Pawan, your number three. That's a big worry.
yeah.
If I
I
am
think
looking at
Asalanka is the
nothing
big
you can find.
concern. Yeah, that's why I've said always to bring in Dhananjay De Silva. I think Asalanka. I don't know.
I
Even
think I
Dhananjay De
think
Silva hasn't been.
since Danushka Gunatilaka opens, he is very accustomed to playing the new ball. Might work well at three because
Yeah,
anyways you are playing a
but then
left-hander.
number four will be a problem as well. Number three and
No,
number
no,
four.
I'm looking at that thing only. If Asalanka needs to be replaced, you need to find a batsman who's either very attacking or either very like DDS. You said DDS is a good
Yeah,
option.
I think Shantimal is the best option we have, but unfortunately he's
But why
not
isn't
in
he
the team
playing? That's
to
the
play.
question. Why wasn't he playing?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know because, but the thing is, Chandimal can play that middle order role also. He can be as a finisher as well, and then bring in Banuka at number four perhaps. That's because Banuka can bat at 3, 4, 5. We've seen that he's been doing for Punjab Kings also
But
very well,
but
batting
but
at three and
your
four.
one question from for me from to you. This Sri Lankan batting lineup, if we see, is like Bhanuka is coming in, he's finishing games off, and then you have Shanaka. But again, if Mendis and Nisanka don't fire, who's your anchor?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I say I think it's either Dhananjay De Silva or Chandimal for me. I think both of them. I mean, Chandimal can play that anchor plus can attack as well at the same time. So I feel Chandimal is more of an impactful player. But if we want from the bowling aspect, I think one more then perhaps DDS could help. But especially in Australian pitches, I don't think I think two spinners are more than enough. So I think Shanaka, if he can back himself and bowl like what he did today, especially those 2 overs, I think we've just sorted our bowling lineup for sure. I mean, if he backs himself and bowls 2 overs every single
This
match,
this
I
this
think that will
Indian
help.
bowling looks fine up until Ravichandran Ashwin. These four are going to the World Cup. There's no doubt in my mind. Now the only doubt is Bhuvneshwar. We expect better from him. It's either Deepak Chahar, Bhuvneshwar, or Harshal Patel in the next bilateral series. You got to test one of them because I don't see Hardik, Arshdeep, Yuzi Chahal, and Ashwin not going to the World Cup. Maybe Ashwin, maybe not because you have Aksar, you have Bishnoi. But your thoughts on Ravi Bishnoi only being used as a replacement? He's a sure shot in the 11, and do you think Yuzi
I
Chahal
think
is just blocking
I
his
think
pace?
he should have been brought in today. I know Chahal got those 3 wickets, but then he leaked a lot in the opening overs with
Oh,
Ashwin.
forget Chahal, but still.
I think the Bishnoi should be in the playing 11 for sure because he would have brought a surprise element to the Sri Lankan batsmen, and they haven't faced even Bishnoi before. And with the way that he's been bowling from over 7 to 13, you've seen in the IPL also he immediately gives wickets. He makes an impact immediately. So I think in those conditions, I think Bishnoi would have been
And
useful more
and
than Chahal. I think.
Hardik Pandya really impressed me because if he's bowling 145 in Australia, I don't mind that. If he's if
Yeah.
he's touching 145, I don't mind
Yeah,
that
he
at
bowled
all.
142, 145 constantly. Yeah, as long as he's not injured, hopefully, I think Hardik Pandya will be
But
really, really useful
again,
in Australia.
Aman Hasaranga, concern. Last two games.
Yeah, I think Hasranga, I don't know. I think one game, I think last game he did well. I think against Afghanistan, I think he did well. But
He
yeah, I
got
think
shot
strong.
down. That's what I remember. He got a bit shot down by someone. Someone took him on. I can't remember the batsman.
Yeah, I think it's too much pressure for him also being the number one spinner for Sri Lanka now, having too much
But
expectations.
Sri
I really
Lanka's
don't.
problem is they're handling the death well, which is excellent due to Shanaka can come in, Chamika can bowl at the death, which is good. You have the options, but Asita, when Dushmanta comes in, this is a good attack. This will be a brilliant
Yeah,
attack. I would
mm,
rather have Dilshan Madushanka in the
yeah,
team, move
agree.
Asita Fernando, bring in Dushmanta Chimira, and this completes my attack. But somehow we have to take the pressure of Hasaranga to someone needs
Mm.
to support him in the middle. but because
Yeah.
that's too much pressure on Hasaranga. Then that's my
Hmm.
thought.
I think Hasaranga has potential. I mean, in Australia also, I think
No,
he
no,
can
no,
definitely
no,
do well.
no doubts on his potential. I'm just saying he needs someone because Dikshan is anyways going to bowl 2 overs in the power play
Yeah,
and
okay.
1 or 2
Hmm.
in the death. That's his role. But what about Hasaranga is the only one in the middle. So yeah,
Yeah, that's why I think perhaps Dhananjay De Silva could come into the team. That's what I'm saying. Those 1 or 2 overs could be useful, but the problem is has been his batting also. That's why. But I think his 2 overs or 3 overs could be useful because he can bowl in the middle overs, and we know he could apply those dot balls in the middle overs. So I think he's a good option when he comes, especially with how Asalanka is playing right now. I don't feel he might go to Australia with the way that he's playing right now since January. So I think DDS might be a good option, but we need to try him. If Pakistan beat Afghanistan tomorrow, and if we do qualify for the finals, I think it's the best chance to bring in Dhananjay De Silva for the
no, no,
Pakistan
Sri
match and
Lanka
see.
have
Even
qualified. Don't worry, don't worry. They are not going to
even
go
even
anywhere.
if we lose, even if we lose against Pakistan, it doesn't matter. So I think we should try to experiment and see sort out a few things over here with especially with the number 3 and number 4, especially for
And do
Friday's
you
match.
see again? We are also looking at the date 15th September. That's almost here, which the squad needs to be announced. Do you feel this is pretty much the set that's going to go to the Australia, or some changes here or there?
Yeah. I think the cutoff date is 15th September, if I'm not mistaken, for the spots. So I think definitely Shamir and Bindra might be in the squad for sure. Definitely Dilshan, Madushanka. I'm not sure about Asanka's position right now. It's a bit concerning. Him being biased, I'm not sure whether the Sri Lankan Cricket Board will back him. So that's another case over there. But I think anyone goes under bad form. I think Asalanka should be in the squad, but I don't think he should be in the playing 11. That's the thing. I think right now, if he, but let's see. I mean, maybe he could be given chances. We don't have a bilateral series first, by the way. I think until the 2020 World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another big
Yeah,
concern. We don't have another 2020 series for 1 month, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another concern I would feel. So for that, maybe I mean, we already played 2020 domestic tournament, so if Asalanka is not performing right now, I think DDH should be in the playing 11, but still, I think Asalanka should be in the squad for me.
yeah, yeah,
He's most valuable.
and I want to thank Sri Lanka Cricket because they have given another strategy to Punjab Kings to use Bhanuka as a finisher. So now we can send Liam Livingston up the order. Thank you. I'll just pass that suggestion.
Yeah, I think Manu has done a brilliant job with Punjab. I mean,
Bhanuka
huge credit
Rajapaksa,
for
I
him,
mean,
especially
he is
when he's coming to.
he's such a clean hitter of the ball, and he got fast hand. And I think he's someone who can change the game. Teams don't really take him on the radar. They all India got it right with Ashwin against Bhanuka. That was a perfect matchup. So that was good, but
Yeah,
he's very calm. He's very calm.
yeah,
That's good.
I think he made it. Even I didn't know Barker will make instant impact in the IPL. I thought I knew he would, but that's why I said that once. I mean, at the first instance, he could back up for
Pavan,
batsman when he was.
I think your connection is a bit
Oh
lagging.
yeah, I think yeah. But yeah, if you can hear me, yeah. But I think for Johnny, I think that was a good replacement. I could feel Kanuk. That's why I said that time also. But I think
No, no.
will be
Next
impact.
year. See. Since Trevor is the coach, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what his thinking is, but I think he'll use Bhanuka and he'll not drop him. That's for sure. He'll use him somewhere.
But 86 knows the Sri Lankan culture. He has been a former here, so he knows all the talented players that come from Sri Lanka anyway. So I think it's a good addition for wickets, and I think Banuka will be back for sure by 26. If he sees someone talented, I think he'll be back constantly. And I think Banuka will definitely be good for Punjab Kings for the years to come for sure. Because Trevor Peris, he has been in the Sri Lankan setup for like about 7 or 8 years. He was coach of Sri Lanka, so he knows the backgrounds. I think
What is the
Banu,
status of Sri Lanka in the World Cup? Which group are they posted in?
I think Group A, if I'm not mistaken, the qualifiers I think are facing Namibia, Ireland, and some. I think we're in Group A, so I think we might head to the. I can't remember exactly. I think it's the Group A that we're going to head to. I think New Zealand, England, that position, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't remember exactly. But I have to say, anyways, both the groups are tough in the 2020 World Cup. This time, I think it's more balanced than last year. So I don't think it's going to be easy for. I think it's going to be very competitive this time the 20 Cup for sure. Since it's in Australia, also, I think it will all come down to the death overs for sure. And especially, I think it's going to be a big test for every team this
I'm
time
I,
around.
I'm looking at the matches: Sri Lanka, Netherlands, Sri Lanka, Namibia. Is that what? Yeah.
Sri Lanka will
And
surely qualify. That is 100%. I don't know which group they will go to. That's what I think. West Indies
oh,
can go
so India will play. Just a second. Just a second.
because
Runner up
India.
Group A. Runner up Group A, and winner of Group B. So that's the thing. India's group is gonna have that. Pawan's connection is really bad, but congrats to Sri Lanka. They did a fantastic job. Uh, I think he'll sort his net out. I'll join back then.
Wait, what happened over there? Yeah, yeah. Anyways, I think we lost Aryan over there, but yeah, I think Sri Lanka. I think surely are going to the finals of the Asia Cup. There's no doubt about that right now. I don't think India can catch up Sri Lanka anymore. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be interesting match. Pakistan face Afghanistan tomorrow. I seriously think now it's going to be a Pakistan versus Sri Lanka final, unless Afghanistan do the unexpected by beating both Pakistan and India. But I don't think that's going to happen, in my opinion. I just think it's going to be a Pakistan versus Sri Lanka final right now. Um, Sportbit here says is backing players now becoming a disaster for India. For example, Rishabh has been back many games in 2020 format. We all know his match winning knocks, but still he hasn't shown it in the shorter ones. I this is the problem, Rhythm. This I think Pant can perform in 2020 cricket. There's no doubt about it. Pant can perform, but I think the position that he bats is a bit of an issue, and I think Pant. I mean, 2020 cricket is different compared to AD and Test. You cannot give so many games for him to back up, and DK also hasn't been doing that great. Just don't think. I know he might be finishing and playing some small cameos, but I don't think DK is doing a huge of a deal. I mean, yeah, he's had a terrific IPL. He's had a brilliant in the death. That's because he's facing fast bowlers. In case if India 5 wickets up and DK plays against spin, he has a very slow strike rate against spin. You know why DK strike rate is so good in over 17 to 20? It's because of the fast bowlers. It's because of the fast bowlers, which is why he goes around 12 or 13. He goes around 160 or 165 strike rate because he's too good at the depth against fast bowlers, and he knows exactly where the fast bowlers are bowling, especially the Yorker length, the bouncer length. He can premeditate before he actually faces the ball. That's why DK is so good in the death. But in an instance, if India 5 wickets down in the middle overs, especially in the 12th or 13th, when DK comes in, then it's actually not a good decision for DK because he struggles against spin. And I know that because I've watched a lot of matches of DK in the past. So even this year, I think he has struggled. So good question. Yes, they could opt for DK, but I'm saying he's good only for the death overs from maybe 15th to 20th. Yeah, I think definitely now Sri Lanka through to the final. I think about 95% chance Sri Lanka through. මං හිතන්නේ 95ක් මං හිතනවා ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම අවසාන මහා තරඟයට ගිහිල්ලා මං හිතන්නේ මේක big effort එකක් ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම. I mean huge effort, and hats off to Dasun Shanaka. I mean just brilliant. මම හිතන්නේ hats off to the entire Sri Lankan cricket team. That's it. I can say. I mean, they've done just brilliant, and no doubt, I think this team can go a long way. This team can go a long way for sure. I think uh, they haven't been batting first. This is the issue. I think this is a good challenge for Sri Lanka actually before the Asia Cup final. In case Pakistan beat Afghanistan now tomorrow, then for sure Sri Lanka goes through. For me, Sri Lanka should lose the toss and bat first against Pakistan. This is a very good test for us. If we qualify to the finals, because we struggled batting first against Afghanistan, all out for 105. But if we go to the finals before this match against Pakistan, this is a good case for us to lose the toss. Lose the toss, bat first, test ourselves, maybe get to 180 against Pakistan. And I think this is a good test for Sri Lanka. The Pakistan match is a good preparation match for the Asia Cup finals. I think it's a blessing in disguise if we lose if we lose the toss. It doesn't matter if we lose the match. This is a good test for Sri Lanka before the Asia Cup finals to lose the toss and actually bat first, because they haven't been batting first. It's only one instance against Afghanistan. They failed in that. The rest of the three matches they've been chasing, and they've been doing the chasing brilliantly. But they should bat first, in my opinion. Bat first and see how Sri Lanka does against Pakistan, because you cannot underestimate this Pakistan bowling lineup, especially the spinners. I mean, Mohammad Nawaz, Sharab Khan, especially Mohammad Nawaz has been brilliant so far in this Asia Cup. Never count out Pakistan in this Asia Cup. So that's what I'm saying. And especially the fast bowling lineup, yeah, maybe Hassan Ali is not a good addition. They're missing Shine Shafridi, but I still think a good decision for Sri Lanka is that if they bat first against Pakistan on Friday, I mean, lose the toss. I think the blessing in disguise, lose the toss, test ourselves. Even if Dasun Shanaka wins the toss, I would say bat first. If we are in the finals, test ourselves before the finals of the Asia Cup, see how we do against Pakistan on Friday, and then I think we're in good preparation. If we win that match batting first, I think this is a good preparation. I know toss is obviously depending on these Dubai conditions. Unfortunately, India haven't been winning tosses, which is why they're losing. It's not a good scenario to be playing in UAE for the in the first place. But yeah, I think Sri Lanka being host, I think we've been very lucky winning tosses. I mean, tossers are winning us matches, but I think in Australia it's not going to be the case. We have to know which are our weaknesses. Definitely Asalanka, the number 3, number 4 spots are big concern, especially number 3. It's a big concern. I would bring in Dhananjay De Silva immediately on Friday and drop Asalanka, bring in Dhananjay De Silva. Also, I think maybe I think we can give Matisha Patiran a chance if we qualify to the finals. Give Asita Fernando a rest. Bring in Matisha Patiran against Pakistan. See how he does. See how he does. Who knows what Matisha can do in his second match? Give them chances. Give them as much as chances as possible. I don't think we don't have a bilateral 2020 series before the 2020 World Cup. If I'm not mistaken, we don't have any. So this is a good opportunity for us to actually play our backups also. Play our backups, because we never know what will happen to Shamiro, Binuro Fernando, any fast ball in the World Cup if they get injured. So try these players. Try these players, especially Matisha. If we go to the final, bring him in. Let's see how he does against Pakistan. Back them as much as we can. Back Lahiru Madushanka also as much as we can. Back these fast bowlers when they play more matches, play more preparation matches. I think they will do well. That's what. ඔව් ඉතින් මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් ඩිස්කස් කරා. මම හිතන්නේ මේක විශිෂ්ට ජයක් මම හිතන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායමට. තව මොකක්ද අපිට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ මැච් එකේ? අපි Twitter එකේ චුට්ටක් බලමුද? I mean, I have to go to sleep as well. But yeah, we'll just go through. I mean, I'll take 10 or 15 minutes and then I'll wrap things up, or maybe 5 to 10 minutes, because I think we spoke a lot today. And wait, my connection is not that great. This is the problem today. I don't know for some reason why my connection has been pretty poor today. Yeah, this is Sri Lanka. Unfortunately, yeah, just give me a second. Guys, please ask questions. I think it will be much more better if the audience asks me questions. I can answer that rather than going through content here, because I think that will be more useful for me to answer your questions, your doubts about ඕගොල්ලෝගේ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න මගෙන්. සිංහලත් කමන්නේ, ඉංග්‍රීසි කමන්නේ, අහන්න මගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න. ශ්‍රී ලංකා ෆෑන්ස් ඕන එකේ බලනවා නම් දැන් මගෙන් අහන්න ප්‍රශ්න චුට්ටක් මම ආන්සර් කරන්නම්. Short questions and please do ask, because I think this is very important for Sri Lanka cricket right now, that they're coming back, they're performing well, and I think yeah, please do ask questions from me. But I think standout for me in this Asia Cup has been Kusal Mendis. I think Kusal Mendis deserves IPL contract next year. I think he deserves it, because with how he's been playing in the domestic tournament, how he's performing even in the IPL, I think, sorry, not IPL, in the international matches, I think Kusal Mendis has been doing terrific. Both Nisanka and Kusal Mendis do deserve. I really don't know how Nisanka wasn't picked in the LPL. When Asalanka is picked for the LPL, how come Nisanka hasn't been picked for the Lanka Premier League? Luckily, the SLC got involved and got Nisanka to play for Kandy Falcons. But Mama Hitane Nisankata then known opportunities. Godak. Then known me potential. Me all three formats on the Gahano. ටෙස්ට් හොඳට ගහනවා, ODI හොඳට ගහනවා, 2020 හොඳට ගහනවා, 100ක් ගැව්වා ඔස්ට්‍රේලියා කණ්ඩායමට. දැන් 20යි 20 50ක් දෙකක් ගැව්වා පැතුම් නිසංක. ටෙස්ට් එකෙත් 100ක් ගන්නවා. එයා ඉන්ජර්ඩ් වුණා ඉස්සෙල්ලා මැච් එකේ. අපේ new talent එක පැතුම් නිසංක. I'm telling right now, the number one player right now for Sri Lanka, all three formats, is Pathum Nisanka. We must safeguard this cricketer for many years to come. Pathum Nisanka is a next gen talent. Next gen talent. If he can play this all three formats, he can be a future captain for Sri Lanka. He can serve Sri Lanka for many years. I think this is the player we have to watch out for. Pathum Nisanka. I'll tell you once again, Pathum Nisanka is the player we have to watch out for. ඉතින් මම හිතන්නේ දැන් අපි බලනකොට ටෝර්නමන්ට් එකේ කුසල් මෙන්ඩිස් තමයි වැඩියෙන් ලකුණු අරගෙන තියෙන 155යි, ඇවරේජ් එක 38යි, ස්ට්‍රයික් රේට් එක බලන්න 159යි. පැතුම් නිසංක ස්ට්‍රයික් රේට් එක එච්චර හරි නෑ. හැබැයි හියාගේ ඇවරේජ් එක 27යි, 110ක් රන්ස් ගහලා තියෙනවා. බානකත් හොඳට ගහලා තියෙනවා 96ක්. I mean, brilliant. And then Dilshan Madushanka, I think, is the most highest wicket taker for Sri Lanka. I'm not going through that much stats. I think we've gone through enough and plenty, I would say, right now, of stats. I just wanted to open the Twitter page, but I cannot open Twitter for some reason. But anyways, I will open Twitter and we will be analyzing some, I mean, we'll be looking at some tweets for the day from all these analysts. So let's go to the Twitter. Just give me a second until it's loading, and we will just go through some comments from Twitter as well, if we can go through Twitter at this stage. So my connection for some reason is laggy. You don't know, the connection here is so poor. So anyways, forget that. Yeah, but we'll be going through. Yeah, just give me a second. I think we have got sources. Guys, ask questions. There's 16 people watching here. Please do like, comment, and share on the sports breakdown. Please like, comment, and share. Do subscribe the sports breakdown. Ask questions. Yeah, please do ask questions. Yeah, if it's not loading, then yeah. This man take a bow off Steve for the second time in a row. He has just 7 runs to defend. Gave his very best in both of the matches under such high tremendous pressure, and future is ahead. Agree with him. Let's go to some Sri Lankan. Go to Nibras. And I think Danushka Aravind, perhaps. Yeah. Let's go to Dilshan. Nibras Ramzan. Let's see what he has, his thoughts. And let's go to some Indian ones as well. Maybe Harsha Bogle, Harbhajan Singh, Shoaib Akhtar, those kind of people as well. Yeah, well, he has trolled Sri Lanka. He has said, Before the tournament, Gautam Gambhir, it's surprising that Sri Lanka have won Asia Cup 5 times. Today the same Sri Lankan team has put his team out of the tournament. Are you okay, Gauti? මේක තමයි මං හිතන්නේ වැදගත් මං හිතන්නේ Bisnoy would have been a huge impact player for India. මම හිතන්නේ Bisnoy ගත්තා නම් මේ ටීම් එකේ playing 11 එකේ මං හිතන්නේ හොඳක් හොඳටම කරන්න තිබ්බා. මං හිතන්නේ ඉන්දියා දිනන්නත් තිබ්බා. රවි බිෂ්නෝයි හිටියා නම් හැබැයි අවාසනාවට එයා හිටියේ නෑ. ඉතින් ඒක තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ පරද්දන්න හේතුව. I'll go to my good friend Akila Senaviratna, who I brought in to my show before, to the sports breakdown. So let's go to some of his tweets as well. Wait. That was Brass. Let's go through some tweets from sports journalist. Wait. Sorry for this lag, I don't know. Yeah, tweet this because he was my man of the match and he just received it now. Yeah, took 2 wickets and scored 33 in 18 balls, including the winning runs to put Sri Lanka into the Asia Cup finals. Dilshan Madushanka 3 wickets, 50s by Pathum and Kusal, and a supportive knock by Banuka helped Dasun Shanaka finish the job. Well, very true. Yeah, I do agree on this. And yeah, it's a picture of yeah. So we read his tweets. Let's go to Harsha Bogle because I think he's a huge supporter of Sri Lanka cricket and he gives his thoughts very well. Let's go a bit to Harsha Bogle, an Indian fan. I mean, an Indian itself. So I think his views will be very useful. Yeah, this is why I want to come for Harsha Bogle. He's saying for a while, Dasun Shanaka is amongst the best in the end overs. He also says it. Bang on, bang on. Dasun Shanaka has been tremendous for Sri Lanka in the death overs. And when an Indian commentator says that, a presenter who's been commentating for like 20 or 25 years, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's just bang on with his thoughts. And India have been shot of fire in the end overs. No fangs. It's a concern. Concern, yes, but I think when Jasprit Bumrah comes back, I think this Indian team might be slightly better, I would feel. But yeah, it is a concern. The batting has been fearless and refreshing. Very good start from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I think those are the last 3 tweets from him. Let's go to another Sri Lankan, Danush Karavinda, another source that I checked from. So he's also a media personality. Let's see what he also says about Sri Lanka's victory. I don't think he's said much. Okay, he hasn't said much. Okay. Anyways, who else to go through? Maybe a Shoaib Akhtar if he's given some thoughts today. Let's see whether he has given any tweets today. Because he says some points very good, especially when I watch his YouTube channel from a Pakistan, from a neutral perspective. And he hasn't said anything. Who else to go to? Any person to go to? Yeah, Dushman Chamira here says, great win, boys. Congratulations. Mickey Arthur. Let's see if Mickey Arthur has tweeted us. Mickey Arthur has been a very useful guy for many years. Former coach of Sri Lanka. Let's see if he has tweeted today. Because he usually tweets. He has really built us our team. Yeah, he has done. Well played, Sri Lanka. Great win. See, Vicky Arthur is always supportive of Sri Lanka cricket. He knows the potential of Sri Lanka cricket. Thank you so much, Mickey Arthur, first of all. Thank you so much, because I think even both Mickey Arthur and Chris Silverwood have to be praised for their efforts, especially Mickey Arthur, I think, because of the way that Sri Lanka is built and especially producing cricketers like Bhanuka Rajapaksha, Pathum Nisanka to open. You have to give credit to Mickey Arthur. No one knows this, but the decision to open with Pathum Nisanka in 2020 cricket is all down to Mickey Arthur. So we need to thank him. ගොඩක් ස්තුති Mickey Arthur. ඔයා නිසා තමයි පැතුම් නිසංක මේ වගේ තත්වයක් ඉන්නේ. both මං හිතන්නේ mainly පැතුම් නිසංකුයි කුසල් මෙන්ඩිස් ආරම්භක පිතිකරු මුන්නේ Mickey Arthur නිසා, especially පැතුම් නිසංක බානුක රාජපක්ෂ බනිදු තවත් talent එකක් වුණා. ගොඩක් මං හිතන්නේ potential මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායමට දුන්නේ Mickey Arthurගේ ආශීර්වාද නිසා. ඉතින් ගොඩක් ස්තුති Mickey Arthur වගේ contributions මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රිකට් අපි දන්නවා දැන් ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රිකට් එකේ තාමත් නෑ. හැබැයි අපි දන්නවා හදවතින්ම ඉන්නවා තාම ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම. හැමතිස්සෙම ශ්‍රී ලංකා මැචස් බලනවා. ඉතින් Mickey Arthurට ගොඩක් ස්තුති. තාමත් ඉන්නවා මැචස් බලන්න. ගියා under 19 මැච් එකකුත් බලන්න ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම. ඉතින් ගොඩක් තෑන්ක් කරන්න ඕන Mickey Arthur අපේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රිකට් ඩෙවලොප් කරා මෙච්චර කාලේ. දැන් අපි ඉන්දියා පාත් දැන් අපි හිතුවේවත් නෑ ෆෑන්ස් වෙලා. ඉතින් Mickey Arthurට ගොඩක් ක්‍රෙඩිට් දෙන්න ඕන ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම මෙච්චර දුරක් යන්න. ඉතින් hats off. Yeah, I think he's done a huge contribution for Pakistan and Sri Lanka cricket. There's no doubt about that. Who else to go to? I think we went through everyone, right? I think I think most of the people are very quiet today, especially the Indian people, because after this win, checking quick bus. Yeah. Just give me a second. Otherwise, we'll end things, I think, because we are nearly an hour. It's very slow. Okay, forget it, guys. We'll just end it over there. Yeah. Oh, so I think we come to the end. I think Pakistan versus Afghanistan predictions. I think Pakistan are going to win. I think Pakistan are going to beat Afghanistan. Just small review of Pakistan versus Afghanistan. I think Afghanistan have to be unchanged. I don't think Afghanistan will make. I don't think both teams will actually make huge changes to the team. Afghanistan, maybe Ibrahim Zadran. I don't know actually Ibrahim Zadran who to replace, but we'll just go through their teams a bit. Pakistan, I think definitely Pakistan are going to be unchanged. I definitely think Pakistan will be unchanged tomorrow. I'm not sure about Afghanistan much, but let's just go through for a second. Yeah, but I think surely Sri Lanka are through to the finals right now. I don't think there's another thought. I think Afghanistan definitely is a tie and Gurbas to open. Maybe Ibrahim Zadran at 3. Nabi, Najibullah, who else? Karim Janat, Rashid Khan, Umadzai. I don't think Shaminullah Shinwari, maybe, or they'll bring back Umadzai, Mujib, Namin Al Haq. Yeah, I think they'll open with Sazai and Gurbas for sure. Number 3. Well, I think they should bring this guy, Hashmatullah Shahidi. Give him one match. Drop Ibrahim Zadran, bring in Shahidi. Number 4, Mohammad Nabi, Najibullah Zadran, Karim Janat, Rashid Khan, Nabil Al Haq, Mujib Al Rahman, Fazal Haq Faruqi, and yeah, I think one more. Maybe Ahmad Sai. Pakistan. Okay, we have 2 comments coming in. Who is this? Kavishk has come. What will happen tomorrow's match? I think Pakistan are winning. India versus Pakistan final? No way. It's India out. Who's? I don't think India is going to come back. India is out. Sri Lanka මං හිතන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාකිස්තාන් ෆයිනල් ෂූ එකෙන් දැන් ශ්‍රී ලංකා මැචස් දෙකක් දින්න ඉන්දියාට ෆයිනල් එක යන්න නම් ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම දිනන්න ඕන මේ පාකිස්තාන් කණ්ඩායම ශ්‍රී ලංකා පැරදුනොත් පාකිස්තානු ශ්‍රී ලංකා දෙකම යාවි දැන් ඉන්දියා චාන්සස් නම් හොඳටම අඩුයි දැන් නම් ඉතින් දැන් පාකිස්තාන් දින්නොත් ඇෆ්ගනිස්තාන් එක කොහමත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්වොලිෆයි වෙනවා ෆයිනල් එකට ඔටෝමැටිකලි ඔයි මේ මං හිතන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාකිස්තාන් ෆයිනල් එකක් තමයි වෙන්නේ ඒෂියා කප් එකේ most probably ඒක තමයි 99% මං හිතන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාකිස්තාන් ෆයිනල් දැන් නම් ඇෆ්ගනිස්තාන් ෂෝ කරොත් හෙට පොටෙන්ෂල් මම දන්නේ ඒක ගැන හැබැයි මම නම් හිතන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම දිනනවා කියලා මම හිතනවා පාකිස්තාන් බලනකොට පාකිස්තාන් මම හිතන්නේ බාබාස් මම හිතන්නේ පාකිස්තානුයි මොහමඩ් රිස්වාන් ඕපන් කරන්න ඕන හෙට නම් because මං හිතන්නේ Baba Azam is out of touch. මං හිතන්නේ ෆක සමානුයි රොහන් රිස්වාන් ඕපන් කරන්න ඕන Baba Azam number 3 number 4 මං හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මිඩල් ඕඩර් එක number 4 ඉෆ්තිකාර් අහමඩ් දෙන්න ඕන ඉෆ්තිකාර් අහමඩ් කුස්දිල් ෂා අසිෆ් අලි ෂඩබ් ખાન හස්නේන් නවාස් Nasim Shah, Alex Rauf. Mang ganne meyawa. I won't bring Hassan Ali tomorrow. I think same playing 11. I'll just slot the Fakhar Zaman and Mohammad Rizwan to open and Baba Azam at number 3. But I predict Pakistan to win tomorrow, and with that, Sri Lanka will qualify to the finals. Okay, guys, we'll end it over there. I'm not feeling. I need to go and celebrate. So that's it. Please do like, comment and share. ගොඩක් ස්තුතියි ගොඩක් views ඉන්නවා දැන් 30ක් ඉන්නවා ගොඩක් subscribe කරන්න sports breakdown එකට බලමු අපිට finals watch along එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා හැබැයි මට චුට්ටක් busy එකයි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ බලමු මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා ඒකයි මම මේ review එකට ආවේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා දින්නම් මේ ඉන්දියා එක මම ආවේ මේ ඉන්දියා දින්න නම් විශේෂ ජයක් නිසා මම ආවේ හැබැයි අපි බලමු මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා හැබැයි almost දැන් ඉන්දියා out ඇෆ්ගනිස්තාන් තමයි උදව් කරන්න වෙන්නේ ඉන්දියා වලට ෆයිනල් එකට යන්න නම් හැබැයි ශ්‍රී ලංකා මං හිතන්නේ ෆයිනල්ස් එකට යාවි දැන් නම් මං හිතන්නේ no chance Sri Lanka not going to go to the finals now so ඉතින් එච්චරයි please to subscribe the sports breakdown please like comment and share and yeah we'll meet you very soon perhaps on Friday for the Sri Lankan match let's see or if not maybe on Sunday let's have a good thank you so much and see you in the next video. Good night. Super Atya. Thank you so much.